live team coverage continues as we keep tracking Anna and its effects in Hampton Roads. So let's head south to 10 on your side's Jason Marks, who's been on the Outer Banks all day. Jason, you've been keeping a close eye on that part of Route 12 in Kitty Hawk that washed out a week ago. How are things there right now?
Yeah, Chris, let's get right to it and show you the area of concern. This was the one thing that we really wanted to watch throughout the storm. You may remember a weak nor'easter last weekend destroyed a lot of dunes, actually took part of the road, Highway 12 Beach Road, with it. So crews all week, they spent their week really constructing this new wall. Now this is only temporary, but they were hoping that this would hold at least for this storm. I can tell you the waves didn't even get close to it. And if you look at the other side, you get a really good perspective now that the road's starting to dry a little bit of that road that was washed away. You can see that black asphalt. That's all that had to be repaired. Fortunately, that won't have to happen this time around.
A lot of wind and rain.
That pretty much sums up the day from the Outer Banks. What's left of Anna moved through, leaving everything a soggy mess.
We got into town early this morning.
Okay.
It was raining crazy last night. It kind of stopped a little bit today, but it's been pretty wet.
These Pennsylvania friends decided not to spend all day inside and explore their first tropical system.
I've never been on the coast for it, and it's not really that intimidating, you know?
The Outer Banks has seen far worse. The big fear in Kitty Hawk was the stretch of beach and Highway 12 that was washed away during last week's nor'easter. Crews worked all week to build it back up, and it seems like it's holding.
It actually was not bad earlier, just pretty intense wind. But then I guess about half an hour ago, the rain picked up.
Maryland's Paul Phillips spent his day trying to get a bite on Jeanette's Pier in Nags Head.
Well, I was waiting for the big one, of course, but I was a bit unlucky today.
A big fish, not a big storm. Both this time around will have to wade.
It was fun, but it's a little chilly now, so I'm going to head back to the car.
It was not a day to be outside, but things have changed here. I mean, take a look at it now. It is beautiful out here. The waves are calming down a little bit. Obviously, you can see people back on the beach fishing a little bit out here, and they're not getting wet, and the sky really has brightened a whole lot. So it's really a beautiful, beautiful night here in the Outer Banks. One other note, we've been keeping in close contact with Dare County Emergency Management. If you have any concerns about Pea Island, Highway 12 over there, if you know anything about it, usually it washes over with the sand and the rain and the water every single storm. I'm told it is okay, and there have been no reports of any damage. So really good news here today from the Outer Banks right now. That's the latest here in Kitty Hawk. Jason Marks, now back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Jason. And improving conditions, as you mentioned. And here's a look at what last weekend's storm did to Route 12. About 200 yards of the northbound lane near White Street fell right into the ocean. And as Jason just showed us, that road is now repaired.